Hi guys, welcome back to the adventures of Mr. Chuchubells, and I am Victoria. Today we're going to do something different. I'm at home when I'm supposed to be at work. Unfortunately, I have an eye infection and I'm on my second day of sick leave. So it's kind of getting better. It's not as painful as it was a few days ago, and the redness had subsided, but still, I have to be at home just in case it's infectious. Correct? Is that the word? Yeah. So, anyway, so then I realized that, oh, before I had the infection, I did do my makeup um, and I used my eye brushes. So, it's time to disinfect them, clean them rather. So, I decided like, oh, okay, it's a good time to share with you guys how do I actually spot clean and clean my brushes. And I hope you like it. So if you want to know how I do it, let's get started. Okay guys, I'm not so sure how you clean your brushes, whether how often, but I do spot clean my brushes every now and then. I don't use them every day, but when I do use them, because I only have a few brushes with me, although I have tons inside my cupboard, which I haven't used them yet, so I'm stuck with some brushes, and these are the brushes that I usually use on a daily basis. I do have like face brushes, eye brushes, contour brushes, so just the normal thing. Oh, this container that I got is actually free. It's from the Marigold Peel Fresh. When you buy those fruit juices in NTUC, I think they give you this free. I have a few because my husband likes to drink Marigold juices. Anyway, just in case you're interested to see why this container is so cute. Okay, what I usually do when I need to spot clean my brushes, when do I spot clean them? When I'm using one particular brush, and like for example this, then I use it to put eyeshadow all over my crease, and then I want to use it too for a darker shade or a lighter shade, so I need to spot clean them. So what I do is I get one of facial wipes, any facial wipes, and I open them up, and I'll just take the brush and then swirl it over the facial wipe until you can actually see that some of the colors are actually transferring to the facial wipes. Yes, I can be quite heavy-handed, or you can just do a circular motion, or you can just swipe it left to right until you actually see that the color or the eyeshadow is, it would not completely disappear, people, but it would be minimal, that you can actually use this brush again to put on your eyeshadow. But before you actually do that, you have to dry it, maybe like swirl it at the back of your palm or in your hand to make sure that it's dry, because it would dry up quite fast though. So after that, you can see that the brush is a little bit cleaner, and you can actually dip it again in your eyeshadow palette and continue to doing your brush. Or what I do is after every use, if I do remember, I do that and put it back inside the container and let it dry. Okay, then there's another way that I use to clean my eye brushes, and you only need a container. It can be clear, it can be whatever container, as long as you can put your brushes upside down. And then any old facial cleanser, not old, some facial cleansers that you don't actually use because it didn't work for you, you can use it actually as a facial, actually use it as a brush cleaner. And most facial cleansers can be used for your brushes. Don't worry, you can use it for your face, then why can't you use it for your brushes, right? So to save money, you don't need to buy all those brush cleaner liquids. You can just go for your trusty, not trusty because you're not using it, but you know, facial cleansers that you're just having there lying around and you're not even using. And to dry my brushes, I use a hanger, a clothes hanger, and some rubber bands. Later on, I'll show you how I actually dry my brushes. I know other people would put it back in the container and let it stand and air dry, but I prefer to dry my brushes outside under the sun, wherein it can be actually air dried, and you know, it's just me. So I'll show you how it's done and let's get to it. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is take the plastic container, fill it up with hot water, and then fill it up with warm water from the tap. And then from there, I'll put the facial cleanser, build a little bit of foam, put my brushes upside down, let it soak for a while, and then swirl it around, and wash it off under running water until the brushes are actually clean. And then after which, if I need to, of course I need to dry them off. So I'll take the hanger, put the brush upside down, take the rubber band over the head, and then put it under, and then clip it at the top of the handle, and then it would hold. So it's going to be upside down, and do it for the rest of the brushes that you actually need to clean. So you'll start from left to right, right to left, or however you want it to be, and then clip them all up. And then if you dry your clothes outside, maybe in the corridor, you can just hang it there. What I usually do when it's sunny outside, I'll actually put it outside using the bamboo stick, secure it with a clothespin hanger that's big enough to make sure that the clothes hanger will not drop off. And then after, leave it there for a few hours, and after that it's going to be clean and dry. So that's how I clean my makeup brushes. So guys, if you do like this type of videos, I do hope that it gave you an idea of how you're supposed to clean your brushes. And for sensitive people, for sensitive skin people like me, I try to clean my brushes as often as I could, just because I know that, you know, just leaving it on top of your vanity would actually collect dust, and it might aggravate your skin if you don't clean them as you used to. What other tip that I can actually give you is, instead of putting your brushes on a container like this, maybe consider putting it on those brushes that you don't actually use on a cabinet or a drawer, and then just take it out when you use them, and when you're actually using them, that's the only time you put it in a container. Other than that, if you're not using them, just put it there. So you don't need to clean your brushes, so many brushes at one go. Like I usually do that. I keep all my brushes outside, and I have to clean like a dozen of brushes in one go, even though I don't use all of them. So if you like this type of video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you're feeling generous, maybe subscribe to my channel and join me for my next adventure. So till then, remember to be courageous, kind, and a blessing to everyone you meet. Bye.